can get hold of the jack first.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm all into podcasts at the moment. I can't go past this podcast. I haven't listened to music in quite a while.
Wow.
Except when I'm mowing the lawn. But that's only My Chemical Romance. That's my me time.
Fair enough. Got to do what works for you. Mow that lawn down.
Yeah.
But yeah, my partner listens to podcasts, so if we're in the car, she'll play a podcast.
Yeah.
But nah. I find they all have the same voice.
Mine doesn't, because I listen to Monet Exchange and Lady Bunny, who are drag queens.
Okay.
And they, one's white and old, really old. The other one's black and young and hip and like very up to date with everything.
Yeah.
And they don't agree on much.
Okay, well that's good.
But they're really good at keeping the conversation open. Whereas I feel like a lot of podcasts, they both agree on a lot of things. And because Bluetooth leaves outside the car, I always wonder what other people think.
Well, that's if they're tuning in.
Yeah, well, they could be tuned down their own thing.
That's it. No, there's one that we listen to by a couple of British comedians.
Oh yeah?
Called Off Menu.
Right.
So that's they run a dream restaurant. So they get a guest in every week and they choose their favourite ever. Like starter, like still a sparkling water, bread or papadum, starter, main course, drink and dessert.
Right.
And so they just yabber on. And it's British. But they've had American actors and stuff on as well.
I went through a phase of listening to a podcast called Mega, which is about a fictional mega church. Okay. By comedians, and they just improvise, and they'll invite guests on who have a role somehow in the church. And
it's all made up.
Fucking wild.
Okay.
But like I grew up like not Pentecostal or anything, but I've been to Hillsong as a kid. It's not far off.
Yeah.
But they're like talking about like Jesus stuff and how that's different. And my husband hates that.
Track is getting chewed up.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna last.
Oh no, it's not gonna last.
Did they only put just the tape? They didn't put anything underneath it?
No, or anything on top. Apparently, well, the theory was that this is better tape. But of course, the cold of the night would have lifted it in parts. You can see there at the pivot line, it's lifted. The track's getting chewed up already. Yeah.
What we've done in the past is we've put wide tape underneath it with no rope or anything. And then you put the rope over the top with that tape, and it sticks to the foundation tape.
Yeah. If they have to patch it after every jam, they have to patch it after every jam, but it's just going to be the way it is. Can't see how much time there is to go. Howdy.
Hey Pants, how you doing?
All right.
Yeah, so I just want to give you guys a quick rundown of a few extra things. Yep. The penalty box is sponsored by Tic Tacs Accountants. So if you could mention the Tic Tacs penalty box whenever anyone goes to the event. And then our main sponsor that needs working is Skate Society. They're our diamond sponsor.
Yep.
The other ones are all listed in there. If we can give them a quick thing whenever there's like a review or timeout or anything like that. Chuck a few of those in there.
Sweet.
Come past and check on your half time to see how you do.
Yes, good, right. Good.
What league are you based in?
Well, I'm retired officially.
Oh, really? Doesn't look like it.
Well, officially. No, I finished up roller derby at the end of 2020 officially. So this was going to be part of my farewell tour for that year. TGSS, Rebellion, Trop, and 2020 happened.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of extended my farewell tour, like, you know, true pro.
John Farnham style.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I could come back and do this every couple of years if I've got holidays.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's fun to do.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I might do Trop this year as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Rebellion's happening. I don't know.
The feed is live. The mics are on and they're starting in a minute. So just heads up.
Greetings, Derby fans from around the world. My name is Pants.
I'm Pure Energy.
Yay! And we are coming to you live and direct from track 2 here at the Great Southern Slam at Wayville Showgrounds. It is a pretty chilly day, a bit of morning drizzle outside, but inside it's nice and dry, no roof leaks yet.
No, the track is not moist. I repeat, the track is not moist.
Excellent. So the key did not go into the pitch at all. It's rock hard, which is excellent to see. We have 2 teams to go through very quickly. We've got the Nerdy Dragons versus the Diemen Rollers. Nerdy Dragons coming from the Bendigo Wangaratta area. If you're tuning in from Bendigo Wangaratta, g'day. There you go. Good to have you along. And if you're tuning in from Van Diemen's Land, the wild green yonder that is Tasmania.
Green, so cold. That would be colder than here.
It is freezing in Tassie, but hope you're rugged up and having some awesome beverages to get the morning going.
Yes, a morning beverage.
Nothing like it. Let's quickly run through the teams so we've got a chance. So on the Nerdy Dragons, we've got 10 KTKO, 1208 Smackaron, 19 Spag, 22 is Argy Bargy, 37 Mayhem, 77 Crackerjack, 78 Vivian Oblivion, 82 Sparks of Ride, 86 Razorback, 90 Psycho, and on the bench we've got Scottish, Library Fine, and Sugar.
Whoa. Quickly fire 3 for Diemen Rollers. We got 1-3 Batmangled, 1-3-1 Kelly Akazi, 1-5 Final Destination, 2-2 Buttercup Bandit, 2-3 Roadrunner Neat Neat, 309 Morgana Leifei, 3-9 Valkyrie, 5 Locomotive, 5-0 Odd Sock Fizz, 6-4 Slamby. And the game's just starting, but we got 7 Jackknife, 7-3 Dinosaur, and then we got Dinosaur. Yeah. Oh, I can't read. And then we got Stalker and Pistol Whip on the bench.
No worries. We've got Spag and Locomotive getting the jammers going there. Spag for the Nerdy Dragons, Locomotive for the Diemen Rollers. And the first lead jammer of the tournament. How's that? Goes to Locomotive. Coming around the outside to the back of the pack, getting started. Spag is free and making her way around. At the moment, excellent blocking here from the back here. And that is the end of it. Any points? And it's a pointless jam to get things started. As the refs would always complain, no jam is pointless.
Well.
But this one, definitely.
This one has 0 points.
So, it's a close game.
Close game. Could be anyone's. Anyone's game.
Time will tell.
What I've noticed so far is the Diemen Rollers is setting up a really strong front 3 wall with a loose person on the outside line for no.
All right, through the inside is Jackknife. Excellent, quick lead jammer there. We've got Argy Bargy on the jam line as well for the Nerdy Dragons. Diemen blockers doing a top-notch job this time, blocking the inside.
We've got 78 Vivian Oblivion going to the tic-tac penalty box.
Try saying that 28 times.
Goodness.
It's going to be awesome. Tic-tac's penalty box.
I'll have it now by the end of today. We've got a Star Pass. Star Pass stash.
No, I think it was a stash.
Stash.
Yep, so Argy Bargy did the stash to get through. But it is a full 4 points to the Van Diemen Rollers. First points of the tournament.
There was a bit of chaos there. The whistle bleed from the other tracks. There's 3 tracks in this room. And just then a couple of people tried to jump off from the bench to jump on the track, and they were like, the jam's still going.
It is. Yep, we're going to be doing with a bit of whistle bleed, a bit of live commentator bleed as well, so we apologise if there's a lot of background noise. But we'll see what we can do. Points for everybody. So that'll be added to the scores. So Rollers on 8 and Dragons are on 2. Coming up, we have Locomotive back on track. And might be Sparks a Riot on for the Nerdy Dragons. We'll confirm that on the way through. 5 seconds is the call, and here we go. The Jam is just side to side at the moment, trying to find any holes in the armor here of the defense. Not happening. Smacker on the outside for the Nerdy Dragons, and gets called for a cut off to the Tic Tacs penalty bin.
Oh, so close. The sneaky little O on the outside gone slightly awry with the jammer going to the box.
At the moment, everything's being held up on track 2. Nerdy Dragons' defense is solid as a rock. Nothing is getting through that right now.
And Van Diemen's are optioning for the stand still and let the jammer push strategy.
That's it. Here we go. It's been scanned, and yes, finally, Locomotive through as your lead jammer. Just taking a chance to suck down a couple of deep breaths before attacking that wall again. I don't blame her at all.
The fresh Adelaide air as it hits the lungs.
Oh, so refreshing. Slightly painful, but so refreshing.
Slightly. A little stingy. Yeah.
It's a nice chilly winter's day here in Adelaide. Just traditional, I guess, for TGSS, isn't it?
True.
Full points there to Loki. Meanwhile, Smackeron's back on track, forced to the outside on turn 3, got to go back. Long recycle here. That's courtesy of Slamby for the Van Diemen Rollers.
They've got the jammer panty in their hands. Doesn't look like they're particularly going for a pass, but the pivot is ready.
Yep. No, that was a good one there from the pivot there.
Yeah.
For the Nerdy Dragons, just right up the front, teasing the hands out. And so the defense didn't know which way to look.
Yeah, it's split strategy. I love it. I love it.
Tactics. Who would have thought?
A roller derby? Tactics?
Weird.
What?
Very odd. 17 points of the Van Diemen Rollers, and Nerdy Dragons currently on 2. Officials timeout. We're going to have a bit of track surgery. Just a quick plug for our major sponsor here. You'll hear about them a lot this weekend. Skate Society. The major sponsor, our diamond sponsor, if you wish.
Ooh, they're girl's best friend.
Hey, they're everyone's best friend, really.
That's true.
Okay, TGSS, they are our diamond sponsor, and thank you to Skate Society for making with the support. We love you guys, and thank you very much for all your help in getting this tournament back on track. We are back, baby.
We're here. We are here. I love it. Skate Society is a South Australian family-owned and run full-service skate shop, and they pride themselves on providing exceptional customer service. Love that.
Whistle blows. We've got 2 new jammers, I reckon.
So we got Spag.
So we get Spag. And number 7, that's Jackknife. So Jackknife on for her second jam, I think, and got called for a cut. It is a power jam to Spag. Big chance for the Nerdy Dragons here to get some points on the board. It's time to play catch. Oh,
quick hit it and quit it. Picked up 4, 3, 4.
I think it was 3.
3.
So that was a very quick hit and quit it. Didn't get the hips past that final player, but it's a good idea. Switch it out, get someone fresh on track, and have a power start.
Yeah. Don't want your coffee getting cold on the bench, you know.
Speaking of coffee, big plug for coffee.
Big plug for coffee.
Oh, coffee.
For supporting all the skaters here, and the refs, and the officials.
Everybody. Coffee supports everybody. It's non-discriminatory. Now, we do have Argy Bargy for the power start. All the players down at the pivot line to get things going here. And around turn 2. Forearms called against one of the Van Diemen players off to the tic-tacs penalty bin.
In your experience, do you call, when you hold another skater back at the back of the pack, do you call them a bunny? Do you call them a corpse? Do you call them a goat? What do you call them?
I call them unlucky. It's hard work at the back. Jackknife's back on, and exactly as you said, being held at the back of the pack here by the Nerdy Dragon defense. Starting to get away through, but good cycling forward here. Nice burst of speed, and Jackknife is through.
So from what I've heard about the track at the moment is a little bit sticky.
Yep.
And it might end up getting a little bit more slip as we go throughout the day with some body moisture. So people are opting for harder wheels than they anticipated. In previous years, it's been a little bit slipperier. So...
Well, we are only in the Wayville Pavilion this time round as well. So most games in the past have played in the Goida Pavilion, which is across the aisleway, if you wish, from here. Massive pavilion, but totally different floor.
Absolutely.
And very slippery.
Yeah.
So here, this is the same track that Adelaide Roller Derby play their bouts on. So
I like it. I like the grip.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
It's a nice solid bit of concrete we get to play on.
Yeah. We've got Sparks the Riot out with the lead from the Nerdy Dragons.
Out in okay, 4 points for the Nerdy Dragons. Meanwhile, nice little pile up at the back of the pack. Valkyrie looking to cut through the middle of the track there. Being held up by a nice 2-wall up the front here. Meanwhile, Razorback off to the tic-tacs penalty box. Swap over with, that's Odd Sock Fits back on. Didn't even see her go off to the track. Meanwhile, Panty Stash on. Valkyrie feeling the pain, and it is a star pass. So Odd Sock Fits is now the jammer for the Van Diemen Rollers. And off with a burst of speed as well.
Love that. I love it when a pivot takes it and just takes it in stride and goes. I don't know if it's whether I've just got to get close to the pack and call it before they get more points. It's the hustle. I love the hustle.
Meanwhile, the jam has been called, so we're now swapping over for our next jam. Nerdy Dragons are on 20 points. They have hit the lead. Van Diemen Rollers are on 17. Down the pivot line for both packs.
We got Spag.
Bam.
Spag
they hit it.
The pack with a lot of speed.
I love it.
Me too.
So looks like Neat's on. Neat Roadrunner. And caught at the front of the pack. So Spag coming around to score some points here on turn 2. Gets met by some very determined Van Diemen Roller defense. Look at that.
That was beautiful.
Very mobile and solid. Love to see it. Getting a bit of help here from Razorback. Trying to break up that wall at the front. Meanwhile, Neat's at the back. Trying to find a way through. Pack quite spread out at the moment. Starting to get back on the back stretch here.
Oh, we've got a stash.
Looking for a pass. It ain't happening at the moment.
No.
Pack is keeping that jammer well away from the pivot. And forced to the inside. Got to go back, try again. Meanwhile, 4 points to the Nerdy Dragons. They're currently on 28. So really good teamwork here from the Nerdy Dragons, offense and defense. It's coming together for them at the moment.
I've noticed the Nerdy Dragons, the pivots are kind of the enforcers with the offense, but also very strong defense. And it's mainly been Psycho and who else has it been? Psycho and KTKO, both formidable blockers. A lot of taps at the front of the pack and then coming all the way back and bridging as far back as they can.
It's awesome to see that sort of front-back defense, people who are able to make that transition quickly through the pack. Sign of someone who's really got their eyes everywhere. It's great presence.
Yeah.
All right, we're changing it over. 36 points in the Nerdy Dragons. Van Diemen Rollers still on 17.
We are 19 minutes left to go in the first half.
Well, that's gone quick. Oh,
Yeah.
whoa, speaking of quick, that was flying through the pack there, number 5.
Loki.
Locomotive.
Yep.
Gone.
So good chance here for the Derby, for the Van Diemen Rollers here. Archie Bargy caught at the front. Nice 2-wall. Great hips. And good return. This is the way to play roller derby. Eyes are everywhere and bodies are flying around. It's awesome. I miss this.
The
Top
chaos.
level derby.
The chaos of it all. I love it.
Mm.
I mean, this is why people are interested in this sport, because any other sport, it's predictable. They hit the ball over the net, the ball comes back. Here, anything could happen.
Anything. And often does.
And, yeah.
Bit of track surgery going on very briefly. Players switching over. It is 20 points now for the Van Diemen Rollers. They got a few points on the board. Nerdy Dragons still on 36. Five seconds is the call. And that is Jackknife through.
Straight through. Van Diemen Rollers are getting a lot of success taking the front line and squishing all the way back with a designated assist in the back wall. Vivian Oblivion going to the tic-tac penalty box.
You'll get it right.
I will. I will
believe
have
in
it.
you.
I will have it. It will
all
be
good.
mine.
Smackaron stuck at the back of the pack, just tiptoeing forward along the back stretch at the moment. Big recycled. Oh, it's a cut. It's a cut. Jackknife is off to the Tic Tacs penalty box, and it's now a power jam for the Nerdy Dragons.
And a 2-minute one too.
Oh.
We're going for the full enchilada.
Whoa! It's a big chance. It's hard work doing a 2-minute jam, but boy, when you got a power jam like this, it's a great opportunity, isn't it?
Well, that's it. And also, you also have the little sneak back pocket option of passing it to the pivot to do half the work.
If one wishes.
If one wishes.
If you want to get your pivot on side.
Hey, well, you know what? It's a long day. I don't want to use all my energy in one go. It's limited.
Not sure if these guys have got another game today or not, but certainly, you know.
Oh, yeah, true.
If you've got another game today, you want to keep a little bit in the back pocket.
Yeah, just a little nugget. Just a little.
But if you're on again tomorrow, then it's just like, hey, hell for leather, go all out.
Oh, yeah, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. We got both jammers in the pack now.
Pack was at a bit of a standstill on turn 3. Jackknife is through, picks up 4 points.
Exits the pack on 1 foot, leaning backwards. That's always a worry, but just picks it up and keeps going.
It looks very good.
Yeah.
If I did that, I would end up solidly on my backside.
Oh, absolutely.
But these guys are professionals.
They are pros.
End of the jam. And Van Diemen Rollers now 25, Nerdy Dragons 43. Ooh. So keeping in touch, the Van Diemen Rollers, good to see.
Yeah.
We do like a close game.
I do indeed.
5 seconds is the call. Now we've Locomotive and a bit of a run up there for Spag. Getting a bit of momentum coming through to hit the pack and forces the way through the inside. That was really physical jamming, like the arms and the legs all pumping.
It was like a birth at the inside line.
It was lovely.
It was lovely.
Oh, nice hit it and quit it jam as well.
Spag loves a quick call. Loves just getting those points, calling it off. I'm happy with 4. Happy is 4. Fabulous.
No, it keeps everyone fresh. Keep changing over the blockers as well. Just keep everyone in that yellow zone. You don't want anyone in the red. So
it's also a good strategy. I mean, numbers-wise, both these teams are very even anyway. But if you've got one team that has less people or more people, sometimes it's really strategic to call a really quick jam so that you get more breaks happening as well.
Yep. Especially if you're low on numbers, I guess.
Yeah. Or if it's early on a Saturday morning.
Oh, like today.
Oh
Wait till tomorrow morning. Onesie Sunday for us commies tomorrow, so we're all going to be breaking out our best onesies, or those people who have them with them.
I have to do a Kmart run. I have to do a Kmart run. I
Don't
did
worry.
not have room.
There will be onesies left, right, and centre. I've been told that reliably that mine will make me look like a giant toddler. Excellent.
Oh, I'm
now,
so excited.
For those of you at home don't know, I'm nearly 2 meters tall, so this is going to be hilarious.
And I'm like 5'1".
Excellent.
Yeah.
Photo ops.
Yeah, love it. I'm here for it.
Meanwhile, there's Derby on track.
There is. We got
Big
Valkyrie.
recycle. Yep. So.
And Argy Bargy. So Valkyrie for Van Diemen and, well, they're both Van Diemen. I keep saying Van Diemen. They're both Van Diemen.
Everyone's a Van Diemen. Argy Bargy's on. And just one blocker left to go. Can't see what's going on there. Turn 2, people are in the way. It looks like knocked out, so big recycle for both. Star Pass was made for the Van Diemen Rollers.
That was a really long, stretched pack out then.
Yep. So it's, once again, it's Odd Sock Fits who's picked up the Jammer helmet cover, but no extra points. So, at the end of that, Nerdy Dragons now hit the half century. They're on 51. Van Diemen Rollers halfway behind. They're on 25. It's only 26 points in it. That's a jam, right?
It feels like it's a jam. That's points. That's Derby, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it should be like the score should be pretty close. Like they should be really close. It just feels like that kind of game. And I think that's a sign of a good game is when you're going, I don't know who's going to win. Yep. That's the exciting part of it.
Meanwhile, both Shammers just trying to find through the middle of the pack. It's not happening. Neat's at the back getting pounded. And we have got Sparks of Right in there as well. Tall player, Sparks of Right. A lot of power there, but finding it hard to get through. Meanwhile, Neat picks up lead jammer. The bench has erupted in wild cheers here. They know they need them points.
Yeah, get them.
Sparks are right. Still stuck in the middle of the pack, forced to the outside back. Here we go, and it's Neat picks up 4 for the Van Diemen Rollers. Cut track called. We have one of the blockers off to the Tic Tacs penalty box.
Neat's just cruising around the track like a leisurely stroll. Just looks really calm.
That's what you want.
Well, not when you're the other team. You don't want a calm jammer. You want them to be rattled. You want them to have fear in their eyes, not just looking like they're taking the pupper for a walk. They're just chilling. Love it.
It is awesome. Neat picks up another 4 points, and it's 4 points as well for Sparks of Right as well. So that's points for everybody. It's very egalitarian.
Yes.
And a bonus 3. So Van Diemen Rollers getting quite a few points there in that jam. Happy bench. Bench, happy life.
The bench were calling for them to call it off so that they could have a pack advantage of 1, hopefully 2, but they needed to try and sneak in some cheeky points there, so they still got 1 pack advantage. Looks like 10 seconds left for the Tic Tacs penalty box skater.
Alrighty.
Number 8-6.
Got a timeout called by the Nerdy Dragons. So points at the moment, 55 points to the Nerdy Dragons. We've got 36 to the Van Diemen Rollers. Now, just want to have a quick plug here for Peak Conditioning and Coaching. Peak Recovery. Say our model is train hard, recover harder. We believe your health and wellness is a critical component of your training. So we apply evidence-based practices with a holistic approach. We provide coaching, support, and education to help you achieve your recovery goals. Now, the most incredible, I should say, Normatec compression sessions running over the weekend here at the Great Southern Slam. But look for them online as well. It's Peak, which is spelled P-E-A-Q.
Q?
Very, very hip. Peak Conditioning and Coaching. They are sponsors of the Great Southern Slam.
Speaking of Great Southern Slam, did you know you can get massages this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
I always hope that I can get a massage if I have the time. There's one actually at the venue. We've got Odyssey Health Practice, practices will be offering cheap massages for all weekend. $10 for 10 minutes, $20 for 20 minutes. What a bargain.
And if you're listening to this at home, sucks to be you, because you are not here to get your cheap massage.
No, you know what? You could have come. You could have.
You could have.
You chose not to.
No,
and that was a
stay
decision
home.
that you have to
Be
live
under
with.
your couch.
Yeah, whatever. Sit in your hoodie. I don't care. Whatever.
All right. We're back to Derby. And there is some excellent blocking work going on
There is
here.
some wheels
Spag has
shattering.
put it in the big leg pumps to try and get past. Oh, finally on the outside, able to quietly expose that hole and get through. Wow. Such powerful jamming. Spag is becoming a fan favorite here. Jackknife is the other jammer for the Van Diemen Rollers. Spag around the outside, hit it and quit it, made it look easy in the end, but boy, it was tough getting through that pack.
Right in front of where we're commentating from, right on turn 1, there was a beautiful little line work happening here. We both gasped at the glory of Spag. It was beautiful. Round the outside, round the outside.
Always got a time for a bit of ref love here between bouts. Flux to police there
always
on the outside.
So much love for all the referees. Derby doesn't happen without them. We would just be skating around hitting each other in the face if it wasn't for them.
Which has its merits.
Well, I mean, there's a time and a place for everything, but not here.
This lessens the hospital insurance claims.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, we've got Argy Bargy up the front. One more blocker, two more blockers, one more. Oh, it is. And they are through. Awesome. Meanwhile, at the back of the pack, we have number 5. That is Locomotive. Finding it hard to get through. We do have a nice pack up the front, making things difficult. Well done, Nerdy Dragons.
Full complement of skaters on the track now.
Yep, full deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, pack spread out, and finally Loki gets through. It's been fun watching this. It's been so even so far.
I know.
You're waiting for one. You're really waiting for one to see if they can get an advantage or start to hold it over. Points-wise, it's 30. It's close to 30 points, but that sort of gap's being held for a little while.
Yeah.
But it's just, we've been privileged already. Like, this is only the first bout of the tournament.
I'm so happy. This makes me so happy.
63 plays 36. Nerdy Dragons are in front, and it's the start of the jam.
Oh, big assist through the front wall by 86.
Oh, boy, Spag again. Around the outside. Valkyrie, almost got through.
Almost into the cheap seats.
That was the last gasp of defense. That was lovely to watch.
Spag hits those 3 walls so hard, smack bang in that seam, and they just crumble.
I want to know what Spag eats for breakfast. This is just an absolute power approach here.
Spaghetti from the night before is a fantastic breakfast. I love it. Still with the leftover cheese that you decided not to finish. Yes.
All right. Valkyrie pulls off the jammer helmet cover, and we are on a big recycle at the moment. Meanwhile, up the front, Spag also met some solid defense here. That was in the form of Slamby. Big recycle as well. So both lots of defense getting their acts together in spectacular fashion here. Valkyrie's just been taught a recycling lesson here. It's like, I'm from Tasmania. We're green already. Settle around.
Nerdy Dragons just loves spreading out that distance at the back of the pack every single tap out.
Again, it happens. Player hits the deck, back on the feet, no worries.
Valkyrie's looking for the pivot. Oh, is it a pass?
Yep, pass was made.
Oh, it kind of looked like, we don't have the right angle, but it kind of looked like the pivot had their foot out when they received the star.
No one's yelling at each other to hand it back.
No, they seem to have been okay with it.
Looks all right.
They've got a better view than me.
Oh, finally Spag is through. That was a look to the bench like, can you believe
How about now? And the other star got out of the pack as well on the pivot's head.
That was a tough old jam.
Was a long
Hats
one.
off to the defense.
That felt like it was 3 or 4 minutes. That was a long jam.
And yeah, it was a 12-point jam in the end to Spag. Yeah.
Yeah, Spag was
12
just
points.
going.
Like that was a very
But
quiet
that
12
last
points.
lap though,
That took like 90 seconds.
While, yeah.
We have an official review called by the Van Diemens. So we'll hopefully get to hear what that's all about. We'll see if the refs furnish us with any details.
Yes.
But at the moment, they're having a power in the middle of the track, making sure everything's explained clearly. But there's definitely going to be some, definitely some gestures going on. So we are looking.
There's some pointing. They couldn't be planning what they're going to wear to the after party already, would they?
You haven't worked out what you're already wearing?
Yes.
See? Planning. You shouldn't be working this out already.
True. I mean, if you don't have somewhat idea, even if your idea is no idea, that's your idea.
That's a start.
You need to stick
with
that.
And space is a void, so, you know, if you are going to wear nothing,
See,
you are still keeping in theme.
I didn't go just for space. I went, it's Space Jam. It's basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lola Bunny.
You're already my favorite costume.
I'm already there. This is where I live now. This is it. The dream team or the mean team? Monsters. That's
awesome.
where I'm about.
Well, I'm going to go as Arthur Dent. In this way, I can wear my pajamas, slippers, and dressing gown.
Oh, yeah, that's good as well.
It's the laziest costume
in
town.
How can I possibly look the most like Charles Barkley?
That is also a goal. That's very important.
To be honest, I would have no idea who that is because I don't watch American sports so much, but Space Jam is brilliant. I haven't watched the second one, though. I have not been tempted.
I've heard it's a trip down to the dark side of movie making, but we'll see.
That's always sad. That's a sad time.
It's the old rule, isn't it? The original's the best. The sequel is always going to be...
Yeah.
It's rare that you get a sequel that's better than the first movie.
And desexualizing a bunny, was the bunny sexualized before? I'm so confused.
These people had never watched a Bugs Bunny cartoon in their lives. Bugs Bunny in drag. Hello.
Love it. Stunning. Love
All right, we are back. We have got ourselves, I think we've got Neat Neat on the track.
Yes.
And we've got Smackaron as well. Smackaron on the outside line to start with. Jam is a little bit of a swap. Smackaron, nice tippy toe up the track.
That was
and
pretty.
It's through.
That was really pretty.
Meanwhile, we have one of the Van Diemen's blockers in the Tic Tacs penalty box.
Neat Neat's just come out of the pack, sprinting up.
Pack is on the back straight, just moving forward slowly.
Looking for an O.
And nice tipsy toe. Like Smackaron's got that inside and outside line tippy toe sidestep routine worked out to a treat.
It's really pretty. It's kind of like, you know, when you just spill some milk and you know the towel's over there and you just got to tippy toe around the milk.
But it's great for your body position as well because you're always leaning in to the inside. If someone's going to try and force you out, you've got the momentum behind you. That your weight's in the right spot.
Yeah.
It's excellent technique.
And also you can see them coming.
Yeah.
The only downside is your chest is completely open if they come at you with speed.
Speaking of... there we are. It's announcer bingo. Okay, jackknife.
Yeah. Beautiful.
On the outside. Lovely work.
Did you realize how long their legs were until they just did that? They could have hurdled me standing up.
Yeah, jackknife's legs are like about half her body. It's massive legs and great extension.
Isn't most people's legs half their body? Isn't that normal?
I don't know. Some people seem to have longer legs than others.
Everyone has really long legs.
You're just saying that because you're a short person.
I got tiny legs. I got tiny limbs.
It's just little tiny T-Rex
arms. I
arms.
can't reach anything when it falls behind the couch. There's no way I can reach anything.
Pack is on the back stretch. Argy Bargy getting solidly owned there by the defense.
Buttercup Bandit on their way to the Tic Tacs penalty box.
This time the Nerdy Dragons, like full body launch into the jammer here. We are seeing some really hard physical derby.
I love it. They're going to need one of those 10-minute massages.
And I go for the 20-minute one.
I need one just watching.
All right, here we go, shoulder to shoulder. Oh, that was a look. Jackknife looked at the bench as if to say, did you see that? I could get absolutely slammed in here.
Jackknife was like, I did not enjoy that at all.
Adjusts the straps, gets around, attacks the back of the pack again.
It was a bit of pivot on pivot.
Speaking of
Argy-bargy at the
pivot,
back.
we've got a start pass here. KTKO is now the Nerdy Dragon Jammer. Oh, nice through on the inside there. Picks up some points. Jackknife, meanwhile, looking to get her through on the outside. Calls it, and no extra points, so well timed.
Jackknife looks a little bit spicy about that.
Yeah, I think she had a really hard jam, that one.
That
That
was not an easy jam.
No.
She made it look easy, though.
It was a 15-point
15
jam.
points, yeah.
15 points to 4, so now Nerdy Dragons are on 83. Van Diemen Rollers, 51 points. They cracked the half century.
That was wild.
Loving it. Officials timeout, track surgery.
It's been about 20 points, 25 points, kind of lingering within that difference since...
Oh, pretty early on.
Since 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. But the Nerdy Dragons,
Probably
to
only
their
got
credit, it's 32 points at the moment.
Yeah.
So thankfully the announcer math can be done today.
Yeah.
I hate it when it's like across that thing and it's
I don't know. Anything
calculators.
with 7s and 3s, I'm like...
Yeah, forget it. All right, track is repaired. We are go for another one.
So I've probably got a jam or two left till half time.
Oh, here we go. Loki.
Oh,
just dealt with the defense. Anderson's like, no messing
I'll
around.
take the inside line. No, I'll take the inside, outside.
Oh, there's a blocker. Get out of the way. Oh, yes. Good call there from the outside pack ref. That is a cut track on Smackaron. Toe stop hit the outside, did not yield. That is the end of it.
No, you do not get $200.
No. No, someone gets paid in roller derby?
What?
No.
Yeah?
We do it for love.
For the love of the bruises.
Speaking of love, Loki getting a bit of loving from the Nerdy Dragon defense.
Yeah.
Long recycle again, and off we go. A lot of help in the middle there from the Van Diemens, just trying to break up that pack, but they're not having any of it.
Yeah, there were a couple of directional penalties handed out in there. They went for a kind of squish assist. Which
That's a technical word.
That's the technical term, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yes, well done. That was Sparks right there with the last line of defense. Love seeing these jammers who turn around and then just make with the D big time. Wearing the pivot helmet cover at the moment is Sparks, but boy, that's awesome.
They called out of play and the jammer went all the way to the back of the pack. The skaters at the front were out of play. They could have just re-entered.
Well, presence, my people. You're in the heat of the moment.
Well, yeah, and this is a long jam too.
And, you know, these days, you've got to play it safe as well a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Smackaron, no sneaky points by the looks. Right. So Van Diemen Rollers got points on that one, 8-point jam. And it's half time.
Half time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, so at the moment, at halftime, the Nerdy Dragons are on 83. Van Diemen Rollers are on 59 points. So how was that half for you?
I liked it. It was great. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did too. There was stuff, there was people, there was whistles. I love this sport.
Yep, top-level derby is back, my friends. The largest tournament in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yes.
And we're back. It's awesome. It feels so good.
It's so good. It's so chilled. And the organizers have made everything so easy. Like, not just for us, but if you're coming in and watching, like, you're directed here for this, you're directed there for that. And then it's free reign. We've got heaps of shops all set up everywhere. We've got tons of sponsors that have been just brilliant, and all the refs and NSOs and all the people doing the things. Love it.
Hey.
So exciting.
Alrighty. So we'll have a quick break and we'll come back in a few minutes for the start of the second half. Go get yourselves a cuppa.
Yes. And we'll be here for more.
Oh. Alrighty. Welcome back, Derby fans. Hope you've been beveraged and feeling warm and snuggly and lovely, because we aren't.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
So cold.
It's cold as heck, but you know, what the heck?
I almost bought my Ugg boots, and I was wearing them out of the car to the airport, and I'm like, I should probably put shoes on. I feel like I shouldn't have. I should have just stuck with my guns. Well, I was wearing jean shorty shorts and my Ugg boots, so I was a vision, an absolute vision.
Nothing like bringing the glamour to back to plane travel.
Love it. I love living my Western Sydney houso fantasy. I mean, I just goals
dreamt,
yes.
hit,
yes.
owned. If you're just joining us, we are in the second half of the Nerdy Dragons versus Van Diemen Rollers. It's 83-59 with the Nerdy Dragons in front. We're about to start the second half. Pants, this is Pew Energy.
Yes.
And
so
we are
excited.
just
so excited to be
so
here.
excited.
Just so happy.
Just watching Victoria Roller Derby warm up on track 1 for they're playing next.
They need to stop.
Oh,
they just need to.
I mean, it's just like, here's a chance to have a look at some of your heroes of various TGSS's World Cups past.
Yeah.
But it's great to see, you know, we're back. We're back.
I think they should be deprived coffee and any other morning stimulants. Maybe not even allowed to have breakfast before playing.
And maybe legs as well. Just deprive them of legs.
Yeah.
No. It's great to see these superstars of Derby back. Now, we've just had the first jam. It is 2 points to someone.
Spag.
It was Spag, was it?
I think so.
Yes, it was. So
yes.
3 points. So it's 86-59. First points to Nerdy Dragons.
That's my French. You thought I was making a joke?
Oh, I thought you were clucking.
No.
Sorry.
No, I was trying to be French.
Well, if you want to do foreign languages, we'll just have a foreign language off. I'll just make up stuff.
Okay. All right.
And you can actually speak properly.
Oh, not really. Very limited. Very limited.
Alrighty, here we go. It is a bit of a whipping action going on here, trying to get Loki through, but it is Smackaron. Smackaron has hit lead jammer, and Loki is through as well, so the sprint is on. Oh!
Loki's off for a cut track, off to the tic-tacs penalty box. I got it. I said it.
Good on you. Some major track damage there in the middle there by the looks. That looks like some of the sort of seal for the concrete that's come up. It's like that. There's aggressive, and then there's just silly. So they've brought out the heavy-duty black gaffer tape here.
Hold on.
Got to give a lot of love out to these NSOs here. They are making sure everyone's safe and well taken care of course, in the official department. But NSOs, man, love them. Love them all.
I love them all.
And they look great. Look at those guys in the middle. It's like a fashion parade out there. So much black. So much rocking.
Well, in Sydney, we train from 9 o'clock in a velodrome in the middle of Sydney in the peak of winter. And they're there. They rock up just to stand around on cold concrete and help us do the sport that we all love.
Do they wear Ugg boots, though?
No, enclosed black shoes.
Wow.
They do not wear slippers. They are pros.
Argy Bargy, meanwhile, through the middle of the pack. So excellent defense there from the Van Diemen Rollers. They managed to hold that for a good 15, 20 seconds on that one. That was a really good bit of defense.
Razorback got a pack destruction penalty, which was an interesting one. I don't know if the pivot... No, I think the pack probably was at the rear, but I don't have the view, and I don't have the stripes or a whistle.
I got no idea, so we're all in this together. Pack being spread out along the back stretch here, so pack being called back. And that was the end of that one. So points to the Nerdy Dragons there.
Nerdy Dragons have 2 skaters in the tic-tacs penalty box.
Ooh-wee. This is going to be fun.
1 pivoire.
Sparks of Riot coming out. Waiting to see who the Van Diemen Rollers is going to throw up. They are going to put Neat Neat on.
Neat Neat. Which I think is such a fun name.
Oh, it's awesome.
I love it.
Any chance for a Warner Brothers reference, we're all over.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Neat Neat. Straight through.
The team's just like, we're just going to clear that inside line for you, okay? Here we go and done. Thank you. Goodbye.
See ya later.
See ya.
Oh, it's Jackknife, actually. Jackknife is through. My apologies.
Again, up the inside line, just cruising around. What of it?
Yeah, Jackknife is living up to her name here, just absolutely cutting up the defense.
We're having a bit of a revolving door situation with the Tic Tacs penalty box.
Yeah, you got to be careful with
that,
One blocker
kids. Apiece.
Don't want to rack up too many penalties early on. That's going to have some bearing on the game, perhaps.
Ooh. A lot of pack penalties getting handed out. Another pack destruction for Razorback, which I think it's not Razorback necessarily being the only one instigating, but I think they're making it very obvious when it happens, because I've noticed Razorback's very good at noticing pack.
Yep.
Because she's constantly skating forward or backward to maintain it so that people don't get penalties. So when it does bust up and she's there, they're going to call her for it.
Yeah, and KTKO at the moment with the pivot helmet on for the Nerdy Dragons doing a very similar role, like keeping an eye on the pack from the front and providing that last line of defense. Excellent. Well done, KTKO. Forced Jackknife out, and it's a big
They love
recycle.
this. They love the recycle. They're obsessed with it.
So that jam's called. Van Diemen Rollers got 12 points on that one. And so it's 71 plays 93. So the lead is now cut back to 22 points. So Van Diemen on a roll.
Yes.
But yes, they look coming out of the starters blocks a little bit quickly there to start the second half.
Yeah.
So see if they can keep it going.
That's it. But they had a spicy start to start with as well.
They were
First
awesome
couple
at the
of
start.
jams, they were right up there as well.
So they just got to get that momentum and keep pushing through.
That's it. We
Not
got
allow the
Buttercup.
Nerdy Dragons back.
Buttercup Bandits about to exit the penalty box.
Spag, meanwhile, that painted to power jamming through the middle of the pack.
Boom.
Oh, it's fun to watch.
Loki, this is probably one of the longest times that Loki's been in the pack.
Yeah, Loki's. Oh, nice grab there of the friendly fire. Through the pack goes Loki. Meanwhile, Spag up for another scoring pass, launches herself to the middle of the pack again.
I love it. Like,
I'm
I have
loving this.
momentum, I have speed, and I also have my body.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna oof it right here.
It is a strong body as well. I don't know how you can generate that much power and take that much punishment, jam after jam.
But they make it look easy.
Oh, and that's the other thing. It's annoying.
Just they float into the pack with force. How do you float with force? I love it. Love it.
It's talent
Amazing.
and skill. Nerdy Dragons, meanwhile, have cracked the century. They're on 101. Van Diemen Rollers on 71. So it's back to a 30-point spread. And Smackaron is your lead jammer. Meanwhile, Valkyrie trying to find a way through, hits a very formidable two-wall there. Just trying to get the power down.
And look at him bridging. Oh, what a beautiful bridge. Love it.
That's how you do it, guys. Take note.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But like in the textbook of roller derby, there it is. Smackaron, meanwhile, avoiding the cut track, goes back, starts again. Valkyrie is through. And the jam is called there. No chance for Valkyrie to get points. Gets a pat on the back from a blocker there, number 6'4". That was Slamby there. It's like, you put in all that work and for nyat.
Nyat. For
Nothing at all.
And also, you can see like the camaraderie between these two teams. I mean, half of the Nerdy Dragons are actually from Van Diemen anyway. So there's a lot of like, they know these skaters. They know how they skate. They know how to stop them moving forward in a specific way.
Maybe that's why it's also so competitive.
Maybe.
It's so even, really. When you're not looking at the scoreboard, you're there going, this is so even.
Yeah.
Argy Bargy, one more blocker left to go, puts the shoulder down.
Oh,
It touches the inside. Oh,
they went
it's
for a
all
one-hand.
back.
It was so close to be a one-hand. So close.
Oh, such awesome defense here from both teams. It's so lovely to watch. Neat's on for Van Diemen Rollers. At the bat, they're getting some love in there. Vivian of Oblivion is in the mix there. Razorback and Crackerjack as well. Some awesome blockers here for the Nerdy Dragons. So Vivian of Oblivion gets called for the penalty off to the Tic Tacs penalty box. Turn 3 is where all the action is at the moment. It's a long way from us. But thanks to the miracle of technology and cameras, in your living room, you're watching it here live.
Ooh.
Love it. Now, through goes Argy Bargy, and down goes Neat. Oh, boy. When the body meets concrete.
Oh.
But she's able to get back on the track and is clear of the pack, so getting through.
They're signalling for points and call.
Argy Bargy weaving her way through and gets a few points, gets the call. That is all she wrote for that jam. So 0 points to the Van Diemen Rollers. I think this is where it's exciting. 7 points to the Nerdy Dragons. This is how they're able to creep ahead. It's really, they've got the good coaching from the side. They've got the good presence to call off the jam, not allowing the Van Diemen Rollers to get any points on the board.
Yeah.
But that's derby for you.
That is. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's a cruel sport. It's mean. Very mean.
But it's so much fun. Van Diemen Rollers, again, they've been choosing the front line the whole time, which with varied success now, because the Nerdy Dragons have figured it out. They know how to deal with it if they've got the line at the back, and they're doing really well. I think they're also, the Van Diemen Rollers aren't assisting off the whistle as effectively as they were initially.
Sparks of Riots going through for points at the moment. Lead jammer position. And Jackknife got a couple of sneakies in there.
Yeah.
Couple of points. Good to see. One sneaky point. So 2-1. Nerdy Dragons 112. Van Diemen Rollers 72. 40-point spread. Easy derby math. Take the most of it.
I was just like, math. And then I was like that meme, and there were just numbers and equations. Just
yeah. I'm like that most of the time. I think it's only because I'm like 2 coffees down and my brain is just overloaded with caffeine.
Well, I love reffing, but I'm like, do not let me jam ref. I cannot count. I can't do it.
I have trouble with fingers and coordination. It's like, what am I holding up here? I don't know.
Yeah.
Loki powers through the inside line on the turn, is your lead jammer. Meanwhile, at the back, it's Spag getting pushed to the outside.
By Morgana Lefe.
Loki. Go, go, go. That is how you do it. Pedal to the metal. All 8 wheels on the floor. And it's a full spread of points. All right, Spag is now free of the pack. And we have got ourselves an absolute standstill on turn 3. And that is the end of that one. So 4 points to the Van Diemen Rollers on the jam, 76. Chasing down 112. Let's switch it over. Let's have another jam.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Can we? Is that okay?
Oh, why not?
Love
Smackaron's on, as is, I believe it's Valkyrie. Or I don't know, Jackknife's doing double duty. Let's have a look. Oh, nice riding the train there from Valkyrie. And she's through. That was excellent jamming from Valkyrie.
Van Diemen's did a rear line that time, and it worked out really well for them. Really well.
Meanwhile, Smackaron did a stash and is through the pack. Valkyrie picking up some points. Looking to get some points. Nope, called it off, and probably no points. All right, so Van Diemen Rollers pick up the spread that time for 3, and Nerdy Dragons 0.
Yeah, the reline really worked out really well for them then. I hope they give that another crack. Because I think that's the main difference that I've noticed is that the Nerdy Dragons are really starting to control the starts a lot better and getting lead.
Well, that's the thing. That's the trick. Get the lead, get the points, call it off. Just edge on out.
Yes. Yes. That's what you want. Get more points than the other team.
That's sort of the first rule, isn't it?
Well, I don't think it's a rule, but I think that's how you win, though, right?
Isn't it the team with the most points at the end wins? I think it used to be rule number 1. That and no punching.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
No punching.
Unless
Jackknife
it's by
picks up
accident.
lead jammer, but Argy Bargy in hot pursuit.
Yes. We haven't seen many jams like that, where it's been 2 chasing down the pack. And the pack's picking up speed, too. Well, Argy Bargy's running up the inside line.
That was nice work there.
That was
Just
really
using
nice.
her own
Yeah,
blocker there as a battering
I'm
ram.
just going to throw you at these people that are trying to get me. Excuse me. Whoosh. Love it.
Jackknife, seeing the writing on the wall, decides that's enough. Limits the damage there. So Nerdy Dragons picked up the full points, but 1 point to the Van Diemen Rollers. They're on 80. Nerdy Dragons 116, and we have a timeout to the Nerdy Dragons.
Nerdy Dragons. So let's have a chat about our the showgrounds, where we are. Adelaide, here.
Yeah, we're in the showgrounds.
This is where we are, right here. They've hosted every slam since the beginning of time, which is way back in 2010.
That was the beginning of time.
That was the beginning of time. I mean, did anything exist before then? I don't remember.
Slam,
it was
after
too long
slam.
ago. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Beast Slam. They're a huge supporter. They've always supported TGSS and the Adelaide's down here as well. It would not be the same without their support. Showing some love couldn't be easier. Just hit up the bar over the weekend.
Hey, there's the bar over there.
It's right over there. If you're at home, you can also hit up the bar. It's usually above the fridge or just below the stove, like on the right of the stove. Do you have somewhere else where you keep your bar?
I must have been a bit of a snob. I've actually got a liquor tray thing,
get
like a trolley
out.
thing.
A trolley?
Yeah.
A booze trolley?
A booze trolley.
No,
and it's
mine's
covered in booze, and it's lovely.
Mine's above the fridge, and depending what I'm looking for, if it's one of my easy access one's at the front. Otherwise, I need to get a step stool, which is also a deterrent of if you've had too much. Being
That's
up
it.
a ladder, maybe not
Sometimes
ideal.
when you have too much, it's like the confidence takes over, and then the floor takes over. But
Well, yeah,
you
and
know.
then the baby slide ends up coming in the house.
Ooh.
And then things escalate. Wah!
Spag, bam,
Zoom,
Lee
zoom.
Jam. That's perfect. Perfect. You couldn't improve on that.
Good. No.
Oh, hits the back at speed. Absolutely slams full bore into Old Sox Fits.
I love
And
watching
hits the
Spags game.
deck.
Bloody
Old Sox Fits
entertaining.
was having none of that. That was beautiful.
That was fun.
Slam Beam, meanwhile, picked up the Jammer Sock 4. The Van Diemen Rollers wasn't able to get a sneaky point in, but boy, it was close. That
They
was
came
fun.
in zooming too.
That was fun.
I love it when jammers just go, there seems to be a wall. If I just throw my whole body at it at full force, not into anyone's back, and just bang. Because Spag comes in hard, but never dangerous. Just full force that makes people just fold out of her way.
I
Fabulous.
just like to let people know I'm around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought I was gone? Ta-da, here I am. It's almost as if this track is a circle.
119 points to Nerdy Dragons at the moment. Van Diemen Rollers are on 80. If you're on the stream, we're loving having you around. Thank
Love
you so
it.
much for tuning in.
You're an absolute pleasure. A little bit quiet.
Well, we can't hear what people are doing.
I haven't heard a peep from our viewers. Not a peep.
I saw there was a little peep at half time.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Connie from Perth in WA our tournament head NSO who got COVID in the week before coming over. Poor Connie. So yeah,
so
she
relatable.
is loving the action back home in Perth. And if you're in Perth on the stream, hey, how you going?
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Early.
It is. Meanwhile, Loki is your lead jammer, and we've got Spag through.
And we got a star pass.
It's a star pass. KTKO.
Yes. Oh, which I would love to love. Okay, please don't call it. Let me watch. I've been watching KTKO go through. Yeah. Please don't call it.
On 1 foot inside line, picks up 4 points.
Yeah, just give me one more. Just one more pass, please. If you just hold off, just uno momento.
Oh, nice hit. Nice hit from both defenses here. Yep. Now, good one from Loki to call that one. KTKO on her feet to the back of the pack.
Oh, they extra whistles just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
This is our track.
Everybody's touching their hands to their hips. Hey, everyone.
Are you doing it?
Let's do it.
We're all doing it.
It's all over.
It's what all the cool kids do.
All right, Nerdy Dragons with the play school score. It is 1-2-3. And it's 87 points to the Van Diemen Rollers. So 7 points each on that one. Timeout has been called by the Van Diemen Rollers. We having fun yet?
Ooh.
Of course we are.
Yeah.
Now, if you're actually going to head over to Adelaide at any point, we would recommend that you stay at the Quest King William South apartments there. So they are sweet as they have a special offer for TGSS goers at the moment, but they are very close to the Adelaide Showground. So if you're thinking of coming over here for a TGSS at some point, we would hardly recommend Quest King William South. They are proud sponsors of Adelaide Roller Derby as well as the Great Southern Slam. And it's always nice to stay somewhere close by.
Oh, and it's also fun that when you see people in the lobby and you're like, oh, hey,
you're a derby
you've got
person.
skates, you got a helmet
Oh,
there.
you're wearing a hoodie.
Oh,
it's got a logo on
tattoos.
it. My partner works in town, and she was in the Central Market yesterday.
Yeah.
And she spotted a couple of people over from Perth Roller Derby. It's just like, I saw their hoodies.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're like,
people
hello,
notice.
Friends. Hello. We love saying hi to people who are strangers that we know have something in common. We love that.
Yep.
It's so much fun.
It's that nod and wink and a little point of the finger.
Like,
I
hey,
know you.
Hey.
I know who you are.
But then again, maybe you met them at the last TGSS after party and you had the best time with them and then forgotten their name. That happens a lot too.
It happens a lot, but that's the thing. It's pals for life. Meanwhile, Derby is happening and everyone's just very close to the jam line. It's hard work here. I think it's Argy Bargy. Yep. Argy Bargy nearly cleaned up Valkyrie on the way through. That's the jammer on jammer swing action I wanted to see. But
Valkyrie looked like they were just tiptoeing through like a track full of tacks. Excuse me. Just excuse me, coming on through.
Nice work again from Valkyrie. Both jammers up the inside line to get through that on that one, but more importantly for the Van Diemen Rollers, Valkyrie's picked up 4 points. Here we go, another scoring pass coming through.
Only 3 points.
More points coming.
2 points.
And Valkyrie forced outside to the back. Is keen to get more points on the board, wants to attack a 3-wall and get some hips past.
Yeah, Valkyrie only got 2 points on that last pass. Not the standard 4. Sneaky. Potential pass, nay.
Called it, and points for everybody. Looks like the ref's coming over to have a bit of a yabba with the score bench, so we might see an adjustment on that one. 129 to the Nerdy Dragons. And at the moment, it's 92 points to the Van Diemen Rollers. So, yeah, it's just staying around that even 30-point spread. It's been very even, really. Here we go. Another jam. Packers all moving forward.
Just rotated through then. Just followed the natural rotation of her wall and just went, I'll just keep going with you. Sure.
I tell you what, these, and also Spag there as well with the stash. These jams have just been mega entertaining.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun to watch.
And it's only been a standstill a handful of times. Usually the jams seem to be ending on turn 3 each time.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many multi-lap jams at all. Everything's been pretty fast.
No.
4 points there to the Van Diemen Rollers, 3 points to the Nerdy Dragons. So 96 for the Van Diemen Rollers at the moment, 132 for the Nerdy Dragons.
We've got about 10 minutes left in this game as well.
Don't want it to end.
It's gone. It's just
already
zoomed on past. Wild. Wild.
Coming up next on track number 2, we do have Canberra Roller Derby League taking on the Varsity Derby League Capital Rollers.
That'll be a really good game.
Yeah, it's our div. No, actually, it's a combo. That's Canberra Roller Derby League and Varsity Derby League Capital Rollers. They're playing as the Capital Rollers. They're taking on South Sea Roller Derby.
These are both very hard-hitting teams. They are very physical, and they're the types that will come cannonballing with you with the intent for you to be unsure of your life choices. But in a lovely way. They are lovely. Both teams are really, really friendly.
Meanwhile, Neat picked up a multiplayer penalty, and so it's a power jam now. So that is Sparks right in the middle there, and up the inside line to pick up lead jammer. So power jam for the Nerdy Dragons, not what your Van Diemen fans wanted, but them's the breaks.
But they're getting it.
Come on. Oh, nice defense here. But they've also split the pack as well. So the Nerdy Dragons just keeping the Van Diemen blocker at the back. They've managed to isolate. That was Dinosaur. So Sparks picks up a full 4-point spread. Nerdy Neat is now at the back of the pack trying to get through for the initial. And we also have Slamby back on track as well, but that defensive pack is kind of spread out a bit. Not the most handy. Sparks at the front against a 2-wall. And it's a nice family reunion now at the jam line for the Van Diemen defense. Oh, beautiful Slamby.
They're
just
all there.
Getting in.
Oh.
And that is the end of it. Oh, boy.
That was a long one.
That was a long one. Sparks are right. Give that lady a drink.
Yes.
That was a hard jam.
That
8 points
didn't look easy at
to
all.
the Nerdy Dragons. Far out.
They almost did a lap too. Like they almost came up to us. It was exciting. It's been a while.
Alrighty. Loki for Van Diemen Rollers, and we've got Mayhem.
See, the rear pack, they need to take the line more often because it's just working really well for them.
Yep.
The jammers are being able to push without being inhibited with a wall in front of them. It's definitely working a lot better for them.
Mayhem first jam out for the Nerdy Dragons. And the helmet cover is off, looking for a star pass, but there's a lot of bodies between her and the pivot.
Mayhem, she wrote.
Yeah.
Mayhem, she wrote. I did not pick that up before, and I'm like, Jessica Fletcher. Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
yes, yes.
Meanwhile, it's a penalty.
Forearms.
So it's a power jam now for the Van Diemen Rollers. Big Jards Van Diemen fans.
I love those ones.
I can hear the cheering from over there now.
Yes.
And they cracked the century.
Yes, yes. The Hunji.
Oh, nice bit of power. KTKO. She's smiling.
Just a little giggle. I love it.
Loki versus KTKO. Loki's smiling.
Loki's like, you didn't need to do that last hit. No, I know. I'm sorry. It was fun, though.
This is such a good positive spirit in the game.
It really is. It really is. There hasn't been any attitude. It's just been really nice.
Loki taps the hips, calls it off. And that's an 8-point jam. So the Van Diemen Rollers get the century. They're on 104, 36 points behind the Nerdy Dragons. They're on 140. Only just under 5 minutes left to go in the game.
It's still a bubble. It's still a bubble.
It's still.
It'd be hard work, but it's doable.
It's doable.
They've been getting 13-point jams here and there.
Yeah, it's been a couple of 15-point jams.
Yeah.
It's possible. Oh, look at that jackknife.
This is the start.
Oh,
the only problem is trying to keep Spag in one spot.
Yep.
That's going to be the issue.
Well, that's very hard, but it's a half a lap. Jackknife's got half a lap to play with. Oh, nice tiptoe up the line.
They're going to run it. Okay.
4 point. Yeah, let's run it. Let's get some points. Let's have some faith in the defense. But Spag weaving her way through.
Just through the jungle, moving the vines out of the way.
And that's going to be no. We're going to extend it out. More faith in the defense here.
Yeah, just then Jackknife had an opportunity to call it off before any further points were scored by Spag, because now I think they're on the same lap now.
Yep. Jackknife has made it through.
Yeah.
4 points. This is intriguing.
Yes, the plot thickens.
The mind games, the strategy.
I love it.
It's all happening. More points, Jackknife again. Spag takes off the helmet cover.
Oh.
Only one more to beat. And now it's Jackknife's turn again at the back of the pack, forcing her way through. Gets the points.
Ooh.
Well.
Did you see the ref? The ref put their whistle up to their mouth. They weren't sure whether to call a back block, and they waited, and then they pulled the whistle out of their mouth, and I'm like,
what's happening, kids?
it was wild.
It's another 4-point pass to Jackknife.
Ooh.
It's a 20-point jam.
Spag's out. Spag's out of the pack now. Here we go.
Well. And that's the end of the jam. That was the 2-minute jam. Well, I never. So it's a 20-point to 8 jam. 12 points the difference. It's 126 to 148.
2 jams left.
It's less than 20 points. It's 18 points.
If they do that another 2 times.
It's a game on.
I don't know.
What's happening?
Oh, Shaggy?
Oh, got a Scooby snack?
I didn't know I could do that, please.
It is on. The whistle is blown. Here we go. And immediately a Nerdy Dragon hits the penalty bin. Valkyrie is through.
On the trot.
And it's Smackaron with the helmet covered off. It's now KTKO picks up the star pass. Oh my lordy,
oh my
yes.
Goodness gracious.
Valkyrie's basically climbing over that wall. KTKO.
Yeah, now we get KTKO getting to watch a gym.
Here we go. That pack has to be mobile to contain KTKO, and they're doing a job. Valkyrie is through. 4 points. Thank you.
Nice.
KTKO forced to recycle, but not for long. Oh, tried that inside line.
See, I would have tried to make that jam last as long as possible because they need to just get the points.
Interesting tactics. We're on.
Because now they've got 1 minute to try and get all of those points in one go, and it was 4-4.
It's 22 points
and Valkyrie
the difference.
had the advantage. They could have just kept going.
It's one more jam, kids. One more jam. And it's all on the line. I love this. We've had 40 minutes of derby, and it's come down to the final jam, really. This is lovely.
I would be happy if this was a grand final. Like, this is great.
Yeah, this is awesome. Just need more crowd noise.
Yes,
people at home make you, yeah. Let's hear it.
Those ones, yeah. Which I'm sure you're all doing that at home.
It's Lee Jammer to Loki. Archie Bargy is also through. It's going to come down to the defense. It's going to come down to the defense. I love it when this happens. Who's solid? Who's going to make it happen? Period clock is down. We're now down to the jam clock. 4 points to the Van Diemen Rollers. 4 points to the Nerdy Dragons.
Argy Bargy's out as well. They are maintaining a 20-foot between the jammers at all times. One gets out, the other one's not far behind.
Oh, there it is. Yep, Loki has realised the writing's on the wall. Calls off the jam. And it's hugs.
It's hugs, it's cuddles.
Look at that. That's lovely. Hugs between the players on the court. I'm sure you're all hugging each other at home.
Yes, all the cuddles.
This is lovely, Derby. What a spectacular start. Track 2 with the goodies.
I'm sorry, if this is the first game, this whole weekend's just going to be wild.
I can't wait to see how it unfolds.
I'm so excited.
So first points on the board. First victory to the Nerdy Dragons, 160 points. 137 to the Van Diemen Rollers. Did not disgrace themselves in defeat.
No, not at all.
They came out to play and they played really hard.
Really
They
good.
could hold their heads up high on that one.
Yeah, I thought it was good, and it was relatively clean. Like there were penalties happening, but none of them were detrimental to what was happening on the track.
No.
Which I think really says a lot for the packs, not just the jammers, but the packs really held their own, knowing that they were down one, but it made very little impact, which is great. I love it. I'm here for it.
Totally. Big shout out to our victors today. The Nerdy Dragons, number 10 KTKO, 1208 Smackaron, 19 Spag, 22 Argy Bargy, 37 Mayhem, 77 Crackerjack, 78 Vivian Oblivion, 82 Sparks Right, 86 Razorback, 90 Psycho, and Scottish Library Finance Sugar in the bench.
Yes, and the Van Diemen Rollers, we've got 1-3 Batmangled, 131 Kaliakazi, 15 Final Destination, which I love that name. 22 Buttercup Bandit, 23 Roadrunner Neat Neat, 309 Morg Anna LaFay, 39 Valkyrie, 5 Locomotive, 50 Oddsock Fizz, 64 Slamby, 4 Jackknife, 73 Dinosaur.
The old Deister.
I'm getting there. And then on the bench, we got Stalker and Pistol Whip. That was a fantastic game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Make sure you stick around. We got another game happening at
It's coming up next, yeah.
10:45 on track 2. We got Canberra Rollers. They're Capital Rollers, Canberra Rollers with Varsity combining a team together. That's going to be a fantastic game, along with the South Sea Roller Derby Sirens. Both teams are very bashy, very hitty, and they are a joy to watch.
And on the common crew, you'll have Misinformed and BA. Misinformed back in town, wearing an official jersey and everything. I should hope so. Feeling very special, she says. It's going to be all on at 10:45. Stick around, guys. We can't wait to have you on for this one.
Yeah.
My name's Pants.
I'm Pure Energy.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
They didn't have any gear.
No, they're skating in other people's gear. And they're just getting absolutely trounced.
Because they don't have their stuff.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Wow, no wonder the score was so awful.
Yeah. Well, on top of it, yeah. Like, how much does that suck?
All of this stuff.
Wow. Must have, like,
the same flight.